Hello and welcome into Sorare with Laird. I am Andrew Laird. You can find me as Lairdino on Sorare. Happy Friday. We made it. At least a Friday. Although, to be honest, my weekends, I guess they're different. I don't stream on the weekends, so Fridays are fun. Thanks everyone for coming in. Sporting Classics, Stefan and Arthur on the podium. Congratulations to you three. Sorare Burrow, what's up? Benna, let's get comfy, Laird. Yeah, let's do it. Sean Kennedy, thanks for coming in. I feel like there are not that many people here to start like there normally are on a Friday. And I don't know why. I feel like this is regular time, right? Yeah, it is. I don't know. Maybe we got some more lurkers. Maybe people are just easing their way in because it's Friday, just taking it easy. And yeah, no shame in that. No shame. Anyway, I was going to talk about selling cards. Surface to Air Missile, good morning to you. Steve, hello. And everybody. Yeah, I was going to talk about selling cards because I've been selling cards, and I haven't even really been trying. Well, that's not true. That's not true. It all started with one card that I won. I don't even remember where I won this card. Let's find out. But basically, the point that I was going to get through today is I feel like people have given up trying to sell cards and then complaining that they can't sell cards. And I just don't think it's right. So let's see here. I sold a good card, like a good scoring card, one I would normally keep for myself. And instead, I decided to sell it. And I'm going to sneeze right now. So please hold on one moment. Oh, I feel it's like, oh, that was a good one. I muted. Hopefully I muted. I wasn't sure. Halligan, next Friday, don't be afraid to sell your gallery. And Kai, what's up? So I sold this Tayo Koga. And Koga's been smashing this season for, is that Raysol? Kashiwa Raysol? Yeah. He's a beast. Absolute beast. And I won him as a tier 2 in Cap 250 rare, of course. Tier 2 for 5th place feels a little, unfair, but whatever. And so I sold that card today. I also sold this Wilfried Zaha, who I got 3rd in game week 71 for, I don't even know what competition that was. That I finished 3rd somewhere. I wonder if that was the top shooter 71. Let's find out. Let's find out where that was. Game week 71. It got me a 3rd place finish somewhere. I guess we could just check here. All-Star. How about that? So 71 must have been a midweek. And so this was a podium lineup here. Obviously, the Midtjylland defensive stack of Jonas Lossel and Ousmane Diaw, who beat Copenhagen 4-2 in that game. Then a little Necaxa stack of Augustin and Jose Paradella. Look at that, captaining the guy who scores 100. That's how you win. And then, of course, good old Mathis with a goal. 517 points, which gave me a tier 1, which ended up being Wilfried Zaha. I don't play MLS in season. Rare. So it was kind of a not excess card, but basically I wasn't going to use it. I actually think I used it in one of my limited lineups last game week, or last weekend, excuse me. Let's see. Game week 74. I'm almost certain I did. Yep, there he is. Got me into the streak. He did pretty well. I actually think Zaha's a good player, but again, there's no reason to keep a rare if I could just go and get the limited. So I actually previously had crafted a Philip Zinkernagel, this guy, who I have a classic card of, and I crafted this one. I think I crafted it, yeah. And so I sold Zink and Zaha today, as well as this Tayo Koga. And The reason I wanted to talk about it, I also sold 2 baseball cards that I bought thanks to market credits. So I'm just absolutely rolling in money. Not really, but um, the reason I wanted to talk about this is because Koga is exactly the kind of card that I would have kept previously. And I don't know if selling it was the wrong decision. I got, what did I sell this card for? I think it was for ETH. It was definitely for ETH. So yeah, I got $84. And the way I was starting to look at it is I got $84 for a rare contender defender. Now, he might be the best defender in the J League and he might be great for the whole summer, but I don't really have that many J League in season J League cards. In fact, I would guess I have 0. Where's my gallery? Here we go. And I wasn't going to start building a rare one. Oh, excuse me. I have this Nishio. I wonder if I should sell him too. This Muro guy. And these guys look like they're unsellable. But I basically play contender with a Racing stack or collection. Like that's the only thing I've done. And it doesn't look like that big of a collection. And I've actually doubled on some cards. But I think it's close to, is this 2025? Here we go. So I really should just buy 2 more cards and get this to 5%. But it's only 14 cards. And the unfortunate thing is I actually own 2 Almendras. I own the Jersey Mint and I own the one of. And now, they both get the collection bonus, but he's not even that great. And so I should probably just buy a couple more. I keep trying to buy Sosa, but they're so slow on the cards. And it's like 80, $90 for a rare. And I was like, I just decided that was too much for a rare, even if Sosa might actually be the best contender defender this summer. But anyway, so the Koga one, I just don't have that many cards that I would play with it. And while yes, there's going to be plenty of overlap with Racing and Racall, there just feels like there are enough J League midweeks. I mean, Racing actually play a ton of midweeks too. It's annoying, but I was just setting myself up to not do well with that card. It's the flower cards. I was like, why is the floor 10? So yeah, but anyway, so I sold that card, which was normally a card I would keep. And the way that I was starting to look at it is, we have to remember that we're basically at the point where we're just trying to yield as much as possible. And yielding, in my mind, is how much cash you end up with. And could Koga have helped me win some more cash? Maybe. I actually don't know. I think I used him last weekend. Hold on. Let's see. Did I ever win anything with Koga? So again, like, it's a good card. I'm just not sure I would have taken advantage of it. No, I didn't. And I'm not sure I would have won $80 worth of stuff, or more than that, where he accounted for $85. I think that's what it was, 85. Yeah. And so I sold it. And the same thing with Zinc and with Zaha. And those are a little different than the market credit things. But I think we just have to remember that if you're trying to yield as much as possible, and that's the way I'm playing right now, you got to sell stuff, because the more you hold on to it, the value. I am actually less concerned about the value. I mean, which sounds weird because I'm just saying you have to sell it, but I'm less concerned about what happens to the value over time, and more that you're losing the utility to win cash from that card. So just something to remember about that. Sean said, here, I thought the Ryan Weathers sale was the impetus for this stream. What is Ryan Weathers? Did you sell Ryan? I don't even know who. He is apparently some sort of pitcher for the Marlins, who looks like nobody's actually selling him, which is kind of funny. At least in rare. Are people buying his limited? Let's see. Auction on, a couple. Look at Pavel. Look at Pavel getting baseball cards. I didn't know that. That seems interesting to me. Anyway, Ian, what's up? Just sold a bunch of my best players to a bot. Oh no. Ian, which bot did you use? I made profit from the original buy, but two of them, Marcos Lopez and Andres Martin. No, that can't be Marcos Lopez. Also won me D1 Contender Classics, sold at the right time. Why did you use a bot? Howling and gonna list my Victor Christensen and Seamus Coleman limiteds that I got from crafting. Good luck with that Seamus Coleman sale. BR4, I want a rare in-season contender from Argentina and Asia. Where am I going to sell at the end of the European season? There you go. Ede said, I'm a hoarder. Sorry, I meant our Ryan Thompson deal. That one. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. That Ryan Thompson's so important to my gallery. I didn't even know I owned it until you asked for it. And thank you again for that 48 cents that you sent me. But yeah, I think it's we all get really focused on how Sorare are selling cards through instant buy and auctions, and the cards that they sell are so much more attractive than the ones that we sell because ours don't come with first owner bonus, or any sort of market credit possibility. And so we kind of get deflated about it, but I think that there are still plenty of opportunities. And now the cards that I sold are good cards. Like, they're not absolute trash, but I think it's, if you are in a situation where you win a good card or you craft a good card and you're sitting there thinking, I'm just not sure I'm going to be able to take advantage of this card in my lineups, or could I sell this card for more than it might help me? Even if it does help me win some things, is it just not enough? And that's the kind of decision that I came to with those, specifically those three rare football cards I sold, that they were worth more in cash to me than they were in my lineups, particularly Zaha and Zinc. And so that's the point. The other one that I would love to sell, but I can't yet, is, and now I have to click into this guy's name because I don't even know who he is. Chao Marcelo. I don't know how you pronounce that in Portuguese, but he's a very good scorer. But it's an in-season super rare from the K League. And what's cool about it is that this was not a what's this card? I always forget what these cards are called. I keep calling them tiger cards, but it was not a tiger card when I opened it. Man, the back is cool. But like, I don't play in season super rare. So like, what am I going to do with this? But I did put it in a lineup this game week, in like a rare contender lineup. In season, at least, I think. Yeah, there he is. Oh, I captained him. Look how smart I am. So it's kind of like, why am I already winning $20? It's kind of funny. I have nobody who has played yet, but they have me set up for $20. Anyway, so if anybody's interested in that card, please. Heritage cards, yeah, it's the other. Thank you. I will use heritage cards from now on, but I keep wanting to use whatever they call the specific K League cards. Are they No, they're Harangi. Yeah. Anyway, I'm trying to sell that card. I have it listed. Well, I actually don't have it listed now. I had to take it off because I put it in a lineup. Halligan said those super rare special cards are so sexy. Yeah, come buy mine on Tuesday. Like, that's it. That card and Koga are probably a very good foundation for a summer contender lineup. But I just don't think that that I'll end up winning enough, because for the summer, at least, I'll be pairing them with some Racing guys who I usually like. I have Gabriel Arias, the goalie. And so that presumably allows me to play like two defenders with it, but it just didn't make sense. I'm considering selling those Harangi cards midweek. Yeah. So the bummer, Did they do a super rare contest for that? Or is it still just limited and rare? I also just want to point out all these people I feel like are asking what happened to European Nights, and it still shows for me. But um, yeah, what's the so it's not this one, it's May 9 through 13. Is this one the next? Yeah. So is this just see, just limited and rare, which is annoying. Um, excuse me, limited and mixed. Um, can you even use super rares in here? This says 5 rare cards, but for the rare one, you literally can't use super rare in here. That'd be a real kick in the stones. Arthur said it is mixed as rare, super rare, and unique. Okay. Well, that's good. Northern Lights Rosenberg cards. That would be cool. That would be really cool. I don't see it happening, but I think that would be cool. Sorry, I just noticed my market credits. Oh, there they are. So yeah, that's all I want to talk about today. That was literally the only thing I wanted to bring up was if you win cards or craft cards, really take your time to figure out if you're going to use them, and if you don't, sell them. And don't worry what other people are getting for their cards or what the last sale is. You're definitely going to have to undercut so rare, and but just use that as part of figuring out your ROI. And that reminds me that I was going to do my rare champion ROI calculation and share it on a spreadsheet in this stream, and I totally forgot to do it. Ede said, I thought the second heritage was supposed to be 5 special cards. I did too. You're right. It does say 3 here, but I'm surely they changed that. If anyone from So Rare is here, yeah, it says 3, but it shouldn't be 3. Does this one say 3 also? Yeah, Sakura Heritage. I mean, the original blog said 5, so I feel like I'm like telling the teacher that she forgot to give us homework at the end of class, but sorry guys. 5 for limited, 3 for rare and above. Oh, is that right? I stand correct? Well, no, this still says 3 for limited. I thought it was 5 for all of them. I guess we could just literally look at it ourselves. Is it in the special events calendar? Let's see. Arena, European, Summer Leagues. Here we go. Yeah, enter with 5. Yeah, probably it's just a typo. That's right. Did you play the arena this week? Did you get the golden arena? Who are you playing? Surface. Totally forgot to even look. Yes, I am playing the arena. I did 2 rare and 2 limited. Let's see. Let's see who's in. I was a little thrown off because when you go to your results, the arena is just listed under special. And I was like, what the hell is that? And I was like, oh, yeah. So 11 hours and 39 minutes to next match. Is this late swap? Surely not. That does not look like a golden unless you have to click through. Oh, I did get a golden with my shittier lineup. Damn it. Oh. Oh, can I switch my lineups, please? That's a bummer. Let's see. This one is regular, and this one is also regular. Oh, man. Whoops. All right, let's see who's in this one. King size. Oh, this is how we have to look at it, huh? Is that Edinson Flores? Oh my god, like a Peruvian stack. I don't know who any of these people are. That's Takashi Usami and Mitchell Van Bergen. I own both of these cards. Wow. Is that Galeno and what's his name? The Danny Ceballos. And let's see. There's Giroux. So that one. Ooh, Wout. Petrovic. All right. Ooh, Vaco. I know Vaco has a really good matchup. This is terrible having to look at it this way. Julian Brandt, Yuma Suzuki. I wasn't looking at the names. All right. So one of us is going to win 200 Essence. That's fun. Managers. Oh. All right. Well, that's fun. I'm in one at least. Got to be in it to win it. And let's see who's in this one. Matty Boy. Oh, I know Matty, sort of. The Harper Way. Oh, I thought the Harper Way stopped playing. I guess not. All right. I don't know. You can click the lineups. Yeah, but whoops. Of course, I clicked my own. But then I got to like open it separately. See Wilson Manafa as a little Chinese Super League. I did put Messi in this one. Rasmus, Razvan, Ardmore. Oh, is that out? Oh, no, that's Scales. Swap and buy to glory, which is funny on a show we're talking about selling cards. All right. And then, yeah, I don't know how this will track throughout the game week. Can we? I know they said it wasn't available on iOS. Is it available on Android? I guess I could literally just check myself. Let's see. Is the play? I will say that I don't mind the app, but it's really slow. Oh, it does work on Android. There you go. Let's go. Love it. Rakue said, I would love to play the arena if I could use the players at the same time in pro lineups. Yeah, that's why we can't do that though. The whole point is to give more cards utility, not more utility to cards. More, yeah, that's what I meant. Man, that's cool that I got into a golden for rare too. Man, I would have loved to have this lineup in there instead of this one. Do you guys think eventually they'll do late swap in the arena? Because I kind of do. I think once you're like in a position where you have to submit essence to play, I think they're going to have to come up with something to deal with DNPs. Because having DNPs in a contest of thousands of people is bad enough. When you only have to beat 9, and then you get a DNP, it's real tilting. Cue the, oh, but if other people have DNPs, then you win. It's just poor experience. That's all. That's all. Shout out to BHAB, who I disagree with on the solution, but I do wonder if they'll be able to play around with the rules a little more on Arena just because, well, presumably it's a different game mode, but they do just have it right here, unmarked, just as special. But yeah, Golden Arena. Oh, I didn't even notice it right there. Like, why not just put Arena right here instead of special? Because don't they? I guess that's the only special weekly they have. Oh no, they do have more. Is this All Star? Yeah, this is All Star, which is really not that special anymore. But yeah, I liked the idea of Arena. I was definitely hesitant to use my Essence, but I ended up using 20 rare and 20. So I actually can't even, like, I wasn't going to craft cards anyway. But it does, like, this obviously took me down below the tier 3, and I was probably not going to craft until tier 2. Although if I win that one, then I get up to 300, well, 296, which would be higher than where I was. So I guess I should just win and do that. I was curious though, what would happen if, so the two things I was curious about, one was I wonder if they made sure that one person didn't get into multiple golden arenas, because what happens if you're in, like, if I was in 3 of them and I won them, then I would be blasting over the 650 max that you can hold of essence, and out of no fault of my own. But I don't think they really have to care about that. Arena is still special as of now. That's true. It's not actually a regular competition now. Raku said, but the players entering the arena pay for the prizes themselves, so they could do unlimited arena entries, right? I think they will have unlimited arena entries. I think it was 7 that they maxed now, but I assume it's limited by the amount of essence that's out there. BR4 said, I can get behind making the arena rolling locks leave everything else. As well, make it so you can't pull cards from other lineups to cancel them. Yeah, I don't know if you can do that now or not. Cap for essence has been increased while arena is live. The cap for essence. What does that mean? Up to 900. Oh, is that right? Did they announce that? As long as they think of it, I mean, I'm sure whenever they figure, if something happened, I'm sure they would figure out how to let these people keep the essence that they want in the arena. But I was just sitting there thinking, man, if I just got into a bunch of golden goals and won all of them, or golden arenas, excuse me, and won them all, like that would be bad because you max out essence at some point. This is literally the way I think, and I never win, so it's not even like it's a reasonable thing to think. Uh, oh, sorry, we got this. So I think I did this already. This scrap challenge. I don't think I have enough common essence. I tried to get rid of all of my common essence, and I actually thought I did what you had to do. But let's do our daily XP hunt here. What do we have? Anyone good? Oh, Rassinger tonight or this afternoon. Excuse me. So we'll get the RES clean sheet, and I'll get my Haspo. I really need a Haspo decisive today, so I'll just double up on him. And Zelarayan. Oh, and Sanfrecce midnight counts. I'll just use, whoops. Oh, man. Who was the second guy I picked? Oh, Haspo. Come on. There we go. Oh, yeah. I can smell the XP from here. Anyway. I also was going to look at a bunch of these cards today, and I just couldn't figure out how to set my other camera up to do it. One of the biggest issues I have is that I leave my mic right here in front of me. I'm not one of those podcasters that has like the arm and it comes out like here and like constantly like covers your mouth. But I might have to get one now so that I can have my desk be a little more open, and so I can look at cards while we chat. But we'll do that another time, and probably for members of the Patreon. Speaking of members on the Patreon, if you want to support more of this content, if you watch it every day on YouTube or you listen on Spotify and you're like, man, I would pay a little bit to listen to this every day. You can do that. Patreon.com/Andrew M. Laird. Get in. As little as $5 a month goes a long way. Not as long as like funding PBS, but it happens. Or it helps. I mean, I feel like people in the US understand that joke a lot more. Anyway, what else you guys want to talk about today? You should probably give me something to talk about, or else I'm just going to start talking about MFL. Speaking of which, if you're in MFL, go check out MFL with Laird. Posted a new video today. I don't think I have anything going on MFL-wise until later in the day. 225, I think, is my first match. That's my time. Yeah. Big one for Empire FC today. Big one. Against a team that has 13 players, and I wish I had gotten them later in the season when they can't rotate, but it happens. It happens. So yeah, whatever you guys want to talk about. I'm at a loss right now. Having Sean back on the show yesterday was fun. For those of you who did not see, PSU Fans 2 was back hanging out with me and Andy on Sorare Andrews. He basically admitted that Sorare is really boring for him now, and so that's why he's not on that often. But but he's still playing. What I thought was kind of funny about what he said, though, was how bad Super Rare was, and yet he's playing it and winning it, and yet not putting any more resources into winning more. And so, I don't know. That's weird. 3 weeks until the first MLS special, isn't it? Need to start hitting them streaks. So I'm going for my second streak this game week. I got up to 2 and then lost, and then I'm on 1 right now. I actually hit it with 2 lineups last week, and I felt like they should put me on step 2. And I wonder if that'll be a dynamic that they do later on. But this is the lineup I think has the best chance to get that. I actually don't even know what is it 350 twice? Yeah, so I just have to get 350 again. So the lineup that I think is most likely to hit it is this one. Daniel at home against Portland, Aaron Herrera against Colorado, Christian Espinoza also against Portland, and then Almiron and Miranchuk. Miranchuk, one of the bigger frauds in MLS this year. And then second here, I've got basically an Orlando stack away to Chicago, and then Diego Rossi home against Charlotte. And then my last one is a three-man Cincinnati stack. Celentano, Miles Robinson, and Luca Oriano. I have David DaCosta against the Quakes, a little hedge against that Daniel lineup. And then I played Zink instead of Engel, whatever his name is, Lucas Engel from Cincinnati. And so, yeah, I'm just hoping one of those hits 350. Live React stream an idea. Like your ideas or my ideas? Full SKC and Orlando stacks for me. Yeah, let's go. Did you beat Nep? Yes, I did. That was in a MFL match. It's funny that I was like, watch out, I'm going to start talking about MFL. And then a bunch of people started talking about MFL. Yes, I did beat Nep. It was one of his worst teams, but we won anyway. 4-0, absolute domination. We got a hat trick out of Willem Jaspers, and I think Sikera got a. Why did I think Sikera got? Oh no, he got some sort of. He got some sort of progression. Oops. I thought. Oh, it was Perez who got a +1. Really? Did he even play? Oh, he did. Yeah. So Perez got a +1 overall, which was quite fun to see. And then someone else, Sikera got something. Last 24 hours. It's been a pretty successful start to the season for Liberté, who's played one game. There's Sikera. Got a +1 in dribbling, which is real great for a center back. But, we take it. We take it. By the way, if anybody hasn't signed up for MFL and you'd like to, there's a referral code on all of my MFL streams. There's not one on the description of this video, but go to MFL with Laird on YouTube, and then you can sign up. I'm 100% getting grouped in my MFL Cup. Or is that groped? I deserve it since I should have gone unbeaten in my league. $50 in profit or chance to win 2.5K in the Harangi special. Good team. I would play it. Why not? I'm referring to the Nicola AMA. Oh, is that? Well, what's funny is I saw that tweet that they were recording it today, and I felt like everybody has been talking how they had already recorded it earlier this week, but it comes out next week, right? So I don't know if I will do a live watch along. I won't, probably. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how I would physically do it, because sharing audio through my streaming thing is always very strange. Halligan said, as someone who only owns in-season cards in Europe, I'm quietly excited to play them in Classic next season. This season, I find myself only putting leftover trash and specials, and I want to be able to strategize around them with Classics. I'm also excited about Arena next season for the same reason. I think I would be more excited about Classic if I didn't have any Classic cards, but I've got thousands of them. Oh, hundreds of them. But I think I will say that the idea of the Arena made me consider buying Classic cards. Like I looked at that Wendell Classic for like $5 the other day or yesterday, and I was like, is that worth having just for the Arena? And part of it is that Wendell's L15 hasn't been that, or isn't that high right now, because he's been pretty bad, but he's too good for Russia. And so I wonder if anybody bought the Wendells that I was looking at. There were two limiteds on the market, and now there is one. Yeah. 9 hours ago, Mr. Bean was like, yeah, I'm going to play Wendell. Let's see. Did Mr. Bean put Wendell in one of these lineups? There he is, right there. Captained him. Love captaining the new toy. Marwin hits Juan Caceres, who is in China, I think. Oh no, he's in Russia. Excuse me. Marcos Acuna, Wendell, and Bongonda. Bongonda playing without Barco. Yeah, that's a fun lineup. Not sure I would have bought Wendell for that, but that's cool. Whatever. So then we have what, one Wendell left. Oh, $30. Excuse me. That seems like a lot. Lola bought this card a couple days ago from Sutonio for whatever these three guys are. But yeah, it's a good one. But Wendell Limited was the last. What that like one of there were two on the market. Mr. Bean got one of them, and I had actually considered buying classic limiteds to play the arena. Excuse me. If they make arena a recurring thing, I might get some classic cards next season and aim at winning essence at the beginning of the season. It's especially attractive since bonus and XP doesn't really matter, so I'm not behind the OGs. Yeah, I do. I didn't like that part because I'm an OG, but I get it. I get it. I'm actually waiting for next season Prem and Champ. I might actually buy a few Smashers instead of going to my usual budget picks. That's fun. I also think older users are so burnt out with Classic because their galleries are built for the old system. I pretty much only have collections, so my percentage should be pretty competitive. Not in the arena, but yes, in regular comps. Sure. I think you're right. And I just keep going back and forth about Classic. It's super hard, but I also barely try. I certainly don't buy any cards to make my Classic collection, my Classic gallery any better. But I'm not convinced that spending money on Classic cards will get me there. Like I made this. What is this? This is MLS D1 Classic. Stuver, Jansen, Gill, Lozano, and Messi. This is all seasons US rare. Yeah, I thought they changed that to MLS. But anyway, like here's a classic classic lineup. Brøndby, Stack, Pence, Rasmussen, the Fukumori, the GOAT, Nicholas De La Cruz, and Alvarez. I really wanted to play a full River Plate collection lineup in the arena, but it didn't fit into 260. I can always do it in All-Star. The problem is that Alvarez is the only playable forward in that entire collection, if I remember correctly. Like I don't have the whole collection. I guess Rollheiser's playing now. I should probably pick one up because he's in Contender. I didn't know Santiago Sosa was in this collection. I don't think he has that many cards. It's a midfielder card, which isn't great. I wonder if he only has like a handful of them. Let's find out. Yeah, there are not that many of them. I'm guessing the ones where he's unused are, oh, this one. Trades welcome. Should we see how much Javier really is into trading? Oh, 3 months ago. Doesn't seem like they're really into trading. I would love that card. $20. He's a great scorer as a defender. He's like okay as a defender. I mean, as a midfielder. Oh, right. My classic lineup. So like, I don't know. I feel like people who've been around have lineups like this all the time. Armani, like Surface. I bet Surface's classic lineups are absurd with cards that he's had for like 5 years. But yeah, I'd like to play some of these in the arena and stuff like that. Let's see, classic. There we go. Armani, Douglas Santos, Vonnetzek, Wendell, and Cecina. Played in Contender Classic Division 1. I don't even know who the top Contender rare players are. Like we can win a star here, I assume, right? Yeah. Who are the stars in Contender now? Dang. No way. There is no way that Sander Tangvik is the best Contender player right now. I appreciate that his price went up recently. He's also U23. People are really spending $260. Wow. Oh, no, they're not. 211, 180. Wow. That's wild. Someone in my arena has a full in-season champ lineup. Oh my God. Why? Why? Anyway, Tango, there's Naipan, Mastantuono, Suzuki. I get that. So many Rosenberg. This is all because of this past midweek when they played, right? Like, there's no way there are this many Rosenberg players in all of Contender that should be here. No disrespect to Rosenberg, but like seven Rosenberg players in the star pool for Contender. Yeah, they seem extremely inflated based off of this past game week. Like Tangvik, Naipan's got the transfer stuff going on. Ugh. But this is exactly this. Plays midweek, and it's like, okay, we're back to the weekend, and he drops to 21. Sutonio. Yeah, I mean, it's almost not fair. Every single one. Oop, sorry. I got my Martin Ojeda to 16% bonus today, 5% season bonus, 5 collection level 6. Would that have been possible with the old XP system? Probably not right now. Yeah, probably not right now. Not many of the JK1 cards are expensive. Most of them have been pumped up now by the Harangi Sakura, though. Yeah. I mean, I guess it's just crazy to see a single team with 7 players in the star pool of the biggest competition that Sorare has. Biggest meaning most number of teams. Like, I can't speak to all of these guys. There's Koga, who I won as a what? Tier 2 in All-Star? Tier 2 global, and he's a star here. Yeah, Tier 2 I won it. Yeah, Fitz, Osako, Schmeichel, Marcusine. Man, this is why I don't prioritize classic Contender Classic. Schmeichel and Maeda are the only Celtic players here, which is probably fair. Like, their prices have probably dropped because of the season. This is why I prefer Contender in season, and the problem is that once the seasons are over, now I've just got a ton of classic cards, and I'm using guys like Douglas Santos to try to win Andreas Campagno from John Bach. But the amount of teams not ending soon is low. The amount of teams not ending soon is low. It's not low at all, though, right? Like, it's the entire J League, it's the entire K League, it's all the 4 Argentina clubs, Rosenberg. Like, it's a lot of teams left. Obviously, we get rid of Austria, Croatia. But again, like the Rosenberg thing, that's one team out of how many are going to be there? 35? Let's call it 30 teams. How many are in the K League is 12, right? And the J League is it 18? Oh, it's 20. So 32 teams between those two. Then I think it's 4 Argentina clubs. Sorare licensed clubs. Let's see. So we were at 36. Oh, we have 6 of them. Okay. 42. 42. Rosenberg is 43. 43 clubs, and one club has 7 players in the star pool. And again, all of these clubs are still going. Like, yes, the amount is low, and you could argue that the values of those cards are down, so they're not making the star pool. But yeah, we still have Croatia, Austria, Scotland. I forget who else. Do we have any Spanish second divisions? I don't think so. I don't know though. It's just a lot. And the Rosenberg off after this midweek where all of their prices went up, like they all get into the star pool. And nobody's going to be able to sell for what they went for this week. At Rosenberg have 7 stars. The team that's 3rd in Norway right now has 7 players in the star pool. Now, granted, we don't have Viking and Brand, or Budo Glimt. But whatever. Do BG even play this week? I don't remember putting Evian in a lineup and struggling to put JPH in one. Maybe not. But, maybe I'll just win 200 Essence. Actually, I think the lineup that I put in in the Golden Arena, not that I put it in there, the one that's in the Golden Arena is a contender, champ, contender, MLS, as opposed to the one that I really wanted to put in there, which would have been all contender. Somehow I decided I hated Sanfrecce so much I didn't want them in my regular lineups, but I lit 10 Essence on fire just to make sure I could get them in. I'll keep sticking my Gamba boys in and cross my fingers and toes. I get it. Why not? Why not do it? But Contender's just a weird one. I love it. But I love basically competing for cash more than I love trying to win classic cards. And sorry, something popped up on my screen that got me going. But some of my best cards on the platform, like my highest scoring cards, are contender classics. Douglas Santos, Wendell, MMD, Evian, JPH. I refer to them by letters. That's how special they are. But they're basically helping me win arguably the worst cards on the platform. I'm not saying Rosenberg cards are the worst cards on the platform themselves, but in-season contender cards are worth way less than Challenger and Champ. But maybe they'll pop up a little bit in the summer when there are no Challenger and Champ cards to play. Although I say that, and we still have the Club World Cup, and maybe that'll keep some of them. I was thinking about trying to sell like a big bundle of my cards to consolidate into bigger ones. I have to say that after this midweek, and with talking to Harry a little bit, I haven't actually talked to him about this, but just the conversation was how we were talking about how good Yamal is. And I was like, man, it would be really cool to have a Yamal. And I was like surprised to see how expensive he still was. Like it was like $750 for his rare classic. And I was like, man. Don Q, so you never prioritize all-star with those contender smashers. I didn't this week, and I have done it before. And frankly, it so I understand the argument here of if you prioritize if you play contender, you're just guaranteed to win a contender card. If you play all-star, then you could get something else. And the worst case is you get a contender card, which is what you would have gotten playing contender anyway. And I just felt like I had so little success in all-star and that the prizes were so bad that it wasn't worth it. Like I'm winning. If I don't win a contender card, I win like a DNP challenger card that I can't sell. And so at this point of the season, my thought is I would rather try to get some sort of contender card that maybe has some enough short-term utility that I can sell that card, but instead I get like an unplayable challenger or champ card. And what is that getting me? Eddie said, my best current card by far is Seb Bearhalter. Bought his limited at the start for 426, currently selling for a lot more, and he's been scoring really well so far. So speaking of Bearhalter, he's suspended, I believe, for the CONCACAF Champions Cup final. Excuse me, they don't reset yellow cards, so I think he's suspended. I wouldn't have a clue how much his limited card costs now. $37. Wow. He's been very good. Shout out to all the people who, I mean, what is this? Is this? No, that wouldn't have been his one of. Oh, wait, that's not what I wanted to say. Just 2025, please. But yeah, the number one went for $5. And the latest one went for 46. That's gorgeous. Good on you, people who recognize that. But yeah, he's been very good this season. Is he on set pieces? I like looking on RotoWire because it will let me see game to game corners. Yeah, I guess he is. Oh, he and Vite. I wanted Pedro Vite once. And I guess he was sharing with Gold too. Wow. Yeah, he's been very good. He is since Gold is out. Yeah, look, I mean, it looks like they were both taking, like right here, they're I mean, Gold just really hasn't played that much. Speaking of Scottish people, Quinny, what's up? I believe there's a Go Fuck Friday going on later. I believe it starts in an hour and 6 minutes, or maybe it's 2 hours and 6 minutes. I don't know. Quinny, when is it? I guess we could just look on Quinny's channel and find out ourselves. Maybe. This is where I put Quinny on the spot, whether he's added it or not. And while we're all here, go over to the Quinny's channel and subscribe, become a member. Yeah, not up. Quinny, are you doing it today? I thought you said you were. But anyway, everybody go over to Quinny's channel, Quinny 3001. And yeah. Oh, it's in 2 hours. See, there you go. There you go. I don't think I can join today, but he'll be there. I don't know who else is going to be on. That's kind of the magic of Go Fuck Friday. You never really know who's going to show up. So yeah. What else you guys got? 54 minutes already. Look at us. Look at us. I have to get outside today. I've taken 2,000 steps and it's already 1:00 in the afternoon for me, almost, which is pretty bad. Pretty bad. I will also add this. I don't know why I just thought of this. Lerdito is making his referee debut today. He is very, very excited about this because he's never had a real job. And so this is going to be his first job. And he's got all these plans to spend money, not on JPEGs or metaverse football players, but actually he would buy that stuff if he had actual disposable income. But yeah, he's going to be an AR for a U10 game, I believe, which I was initially just shocked that they need ARs for that kind of 9v9 U10 game, but he'll be there. And what sport? Football, soccer, if you will. Soccer. Mikey Baston popping in before heading out to play footy this evening. Oh, Mike, good. Pants on before you play, and then good luck. Good luck in your game. Finally spent the money I had on Sorare on an LAFC stack for when I'm going to over to watch them. Oh, that's fun. That's fun. Is anyone going to buy cards for the Club World Cup thing? Not me. I play Sorare to watch the games my players are in. No interest in that FIFA cash cow. I mean, everything's a FIFA cash cow, but I doubt I'm going to buy any cards for it. If I have cards, great, but I don't know. I try not to take the summer competitions too seriously, including the World Cup, when they are in the winter or the Euros. Like, it's almost like I would prefer to just enjoy the football instead of adding, it's not like pressure, but like adding a fantasy element to it. So we'll see. I'm playing at Derby County Stadium on Wednesday. That's cool. See, I'm here to help, Mike. I mean, not that you need like full pants, but you should have something. I hope the heat wave has subsided for you guys. It's got to be tough to play in a heat wave. Yeah, but that's on my afternoon. I'm going to go for a walk after this. I don't know how long. I should probably just go to the gym, but I'm not going to. And then I'll watch all my MFL matches coming up later. Trying to see what the schedule looks like for me. You guys want to look with me? 2:25 p.m. So that's an hour and 27 minutes from now. I've got Empire FC as my main team. If I can get a result here, that would be huge for the rest of the season. 241 is Sarpafossum. They're pretty bad, so I probably won't watch that. 247, I will watch Liberté. Absolutely. And then, let's see. Wait a minute. Where? There, the Patron Saints on 335. That's a late game for this. So, yeah. Would you expect European auctions to come back anytime soon? No. No, I don't. Genuinely, I don't think they'll do anymore. Maybe before the Club World Cup, but I'm assuming that everything will just be instant buys from now on. And I don't know if the instant buys reduce or not, but like, if nobody buys, are they still dropping, or maybe they just keep them high? I don't know. I can't imagine that many people are trying to buy European cards. Won't be long before the instant buys are gone too. I mean, if they're out, then yeah, they sold them. Great. I'll be in the US for 4 weeks in the summer. We'll actually get to watch the late MLS games at a reasonable time. Oh, welcome. When you get here. I did see, what card did I see the other day? But it was like 98, 96 out of 100. Like, a lot of them are getting quite close to getting 100. I noticed the min floor has dropped on Euro rares. So one thing I noticed that I thought was very strange, and I was doing this was a European card, actually. I bought a few cards with market credits, excuse me, for my Strasbourg collection. And I noticed that for the floor on rares and limiteds is the same, which I thought was very telling of Sorare and a bit frustrating. Like, why do these look like this? Can we not? There we go. There we go. I bought a Sobel here. So the Sobel, Strasbourg Sobel, I'll just do it this way. Like, the limited and rare floors are literally the same. And I was like, what does this say about Sorare right now? I would assume, yeah, like, is this Gomis? Yeah, same price. And my Strasbourg collection is a rare. So I was like, okay, I'll pay limited prices for rares. And I was able to, I like Andre Santos so much for some reason. I've also never seen him play. But I now have I don't know what my total Santos, like of all the random clubs to have a 5% collection, I have the 2024-25 Strasbourg, which is basically a partial Chelsea collection. And I don't have Petrovic. I don't have, who's the guy that Harry just won? Diego Moreira. Don't have him. I don't have Nanasi. I don't have Barco. And you're kind of like, what are you doing? And it's like, well, I have Andre Santos let's see what he might be at 17%. Yeah, 17. And it'll, excuse me, he'll be 12. How much does 5,000 XP to get to level 8? Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Has anyone in here ever had the bug where they can't get to the home/play page of Sorare? I can go everywhere else. I don't think so. I think I just hit the Sorare button and then just view all results, maybe. Sorry, Moso. And a Sorare is trying to offload the collection pieces before no one is interested, as they should. They absolutely should be doing that. And I would just wish they would send me more market credit emails and I would use them on collections. Let's see. Did I get any emails? Your market credit's about to expire, which they did expire today. I was so angry about that. My baseball market credits expired. And then I got a new one less than an hour later and it reset. But I lost them all. And now I just have $20, which I won this past game week. But I had 38 expire after buying 2 cards, buying a Bobby Witt and a Pete Alonso and selling them. Anyway. Like I said, I'm not afraid to sell. I'm just afraid there's no one who will buy. There's only one way to find out. And that's to list your cards. Or don't. I don't care. And on that positive note, I think we should just finish up. If you are into MFL, I have a new video out on the channel today. I did one yesterday. I had to do another one today to make up for the one yesterday. Hopefully I can do another one. I probably won't do it until Monday, to be honest, but maybe something so big will happen that I'll do one on a weekend. I don't know. We'll see. But if you are interested in that, yeah, go subscribe to MFL with Laird on YouTube. If you're a member of the Patreon, you're going to get an email or you'll see all of the videos on Patreon anyway, so don't worry about it. But, like and subscribe, all that good stuff to that channel. And this one, if you haven't already, I don't know why you would have watched all of this having not liked and subscribed, but, you can do so. And if you'd like to support the content even further, patreon.com/Andrew M. Laird. So thank you to everybody for coming. Shout out to Quinny, who is going live in about just under 2 hours or about 2 hours. If you're watching this live, if not, then you can go back and go check his video out, Quinny 3001. So yeah, I am going to take some of my own advice and go outside. And I suggest you do the same. It'll make everything better. And so, yeah, enjoy the fresh air. And I'll see you on Monday.